Good morning. Good morning and happy Sunday. Oh, I hate being perimenopausal. Shit. Hot, cold, hot, cold, hot, cold. Good morning. Good morning. I said good morning to you. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. This is chapter 7. Can y'all believe it? I'm practicing consistency. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. You missed all the other chapters. Can I find them here? Yes, of course. They're on my page. They're on my page. Good morning. Good morning. How's everybody doing? How was your week? How was your week? How was your week? Good morning. I'm just setting my little pages up. There we go. I'm just setting my little pages up so I can see because I have two little screens so I can see. Good morning, everybody, and I hope you had a phenomenal week, and I hope that this new week is even better for you. I did not expect me to get the acknowledgement that has been bestowed upon me with you guys. And I just really fucking appreciate it. I appreciate you. I can't say enough like what this like means to me. I can't say enough. You know what I'm saying? Like when I was growing up, I was never like the popular kid. I was never like I was always criticized and judged, and kids can be very harsh, and they don't even necessarily have to try to be. They just are. And because my mom did this, but my mom was a little entrepreneur too. You know what I'm saying? She had a daycare. My mama did hair, but my mama also like read people cards and back in the day. And they talked about her, and but nobody fucked with her. You know what I'm saying? She was like the voodoo lady. And when I was in high school, it was real hard for me because I didn't understand why so many people knew who I was. Um, and when my mama would know everything that happened in school. You think the teachers was telling on me? Oh, but I knew that I was different, and I did not think that I would ever be in the forefront because my natural disposition is that I'm a real big introvert. And a lot of people don't know that about me. They think that because I'm outspoken that I'm outgoing, and I'm not outgoing in that way. I am outspoken though, because I advocate for myself. I advocate for people. Good morning, good morning, good morning. And, but I never thought that, you know how like you just be trying to figure out your life and you just be trying to figure out, okay, what the fuck am I supposed to be doing? Right. I never thought it was going to be this, but I wanted to stay faithful to whatever my journey was, if that makes sense. And when I started doing this, I had no fucking clue. I had no fucking clue what came along with this. I didn't know. I didn't know shit. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody do. Like it astonishes me. I'm getting cold again. It astonishes me how people show up, because I didn't know how to show up like that. And I can be open and I can admit that I didn't know. Even when I got into the community, I had to heal a lot. You know what I'm saying? Because people will project so much onto you if you're not careful, that you will take that on as it's a you thing, and it's not. You know what I'm saying? And so I really have grown on this platform. And I'm just so thankful to you guys for sticking with me. You know what I'm saying? Um, I just want to take that moment. I just want to pause and do that. Our Genesis Sunday Bible story series is approaching 1 million views, right? And I truly don't take that lightly. Like when I started teaching this series, it really wasn't about numbers. It was about understanding and like healing and creating a space where people could explore scripture, um, as opposed to how it is with hoodoo. Thank y'all for the hearts. And as opposed to witchcraft and how it plays a part in our spiritual awakening and how we relate and correlate to church and to the Bible and to hoodoo and to many forms of witchcraft. And I just wanted a space where I could explore that scripture. And I didn't expect, you know what I'm saying? And somehow all of you guys turned it into something bigger. Like y'all showed up, you listened, you questioned, and you're healing through this. And you allowed yourselves to see the stories with new eyes. And this series has become more than like a Bible study to me. It's become a community of awakening people. And some of you are rebuilding your own faith. And some of you are deconstructing old fucking beliefs and reconnecting spiritually. You know what I'm saying? Are learning the scripture for the first time in fucking peace, bitch. Like in watching the transformation happen in real fucking time, because that's what we're doing, has been one of the greatest honors of my life. This platform has been one of the greatest honors of my life. This platform has opened up so many doors to other things in my life, other businesses, other opportunities, helping thousands of fucking people. And I don't take that shit for granted. And I don't think that a bitch just know every motherfucking thing. I don't think that at all. But if you be better and shit too, and take every fucking bad thing that's ever fucking happened to you and fucking flip that shit and alchemize it and turn it into something great, then I'm doing what the fuck I need to be doing. I just want to get you aligned to be doing what the fuck you need to be doing. I love when y'all talk back to me. You are welcome to ask questions. I'm excited that you're here, and I'm excited that you want to learn. And every view, every comment, every testimony, every "this helped me" message matters to me more than you know. It really, really does. Because we're not just reading Genesis, we are living through our own beginnings together. And I just thank you for trusting me, you know, with your walk and with your journey. And I don't take that lightly at all. I just don't. And I just wanted to take a moment and like say that to you. I think that a lot of times people don't appreciate the people that build them. And to be honest with you, I would not have a platform if y'all didn't watch me. So I got to give back. I wouldn't have a platform as long as I've had a platform if I didn't give back, if I didn't fuck with y'all like that. And I didn't acknowledge you like that. Like all bullshit aside, our ego aside, our personality aside, our everything aside, it's plenty of people that got shit to say, but don't nobody talk to them. Don't nobody fuck with them like that. And because you choose to fuck with me, bitch, I fuck with you too. You're and it's not even and this is me. I'm just being authentically my motherfucking self. And I never thought that people would gravitate to that because in real life, motherfuckers did. Let's be clear. Motherfuckers didn't. I wasn't popular. I wasn't, I wasn't the pick. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't that. And motherfuckers certainly didn't want to hear what the fuck I had to say. You know what I'm saying? So to be in this position now where motherfuckers is fucking with me like that, I'd be like, man, I fuck with you too. Like, it's a reciprocation, goddamn it. And I just don't know how much I appreciate that. I appreciate y'all participating and talking back and asking me questions, and I'm gonna fucking answer them. Okay, so let me begin. I love y'all. I just wanted to say that. I don't want to harp on it. I guess I probably am, but I fuck with y'all, and I just wanted y'all to fucking know that. Like I fuck with y'all for real, and I appreciate y'all. Even people giving donations after they watch the video. Thank you. I feed families with that. I feed people with that. I help people with that. I help them pay their bills. I help them get caught up with that. Like these donations and that's not for me. And if you know anything about me, you know I've been doing this for over a decade, almost two now. Boarding homes, assisted living, helping people, because I know what that feels like not to have nobody, or to fuck up situations where you don't have relationships with your family. You know what I'm saying? So I'm always on it. And I'm a queen and you a queen, and we, you know what I'm saying? Nobody better than nobody else. Like we just in this bitch and we trying to learn. And so let's get started. So just to do a small recap, what happens in chapter 7? So, thank you, Michael. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. So let's do what happens in chapter 7. I'm going to do a recap and then we're going to go into it. God instructs Noah. So go get your Bible, get your notebook, because I don't want you just watching this. I want you taking notes. I want you asking questions. I welcome that. Okay. In Genesis 7, God instructs Noah and his family to enter the ark. The animals come as commanded, 2 by 2. Okay. Noah is 600 years old when the flood began. How old did I say Noah was? He was 600 years old. Rain falls 40 days and 40 motherfucking nights. The water rises until the highest fucking mountains are covered. Okay. Everything, good morning, everything outside the ark is wiped the fuck away. Only those inside what God instructed survive. So the flood was not random destruction. It was a complete and total fucking reset of the world, of a corrupted world that who let be corrupt and who let make it happen. But it says that Noah's obedience was his protection. I just want y'all to sit with it. Sit with that for a minute. Just sit with that in your spirit. So I want you to fully understand. I'm going to do this a little different. I want you to fully understand who the fuck Noah was in the beginning. Who the fuck was Noah in the beginning? Who the fuck Noah was before the ark? Because no one really talks about that. So I want to give you some biblical preference. And what happened after? So to understand the book of Genesis in chapter 7, you must understand who Noah was before the flood. Because the ark was not only the beginning of his story, or it wasn't the beginning of his story, it was the result of his character, right? Who was Noah before the ark? So let's go back a little bit. I got cold again. Baby, this perimenopausal food. Who is that calling? Baby, you got to wait. We teaching right now. Genesis, go back to Genesis chapter 5, 28 through 29, verses 28 and 29. This is Noah's birth. So Noah was born into a world already declining morally. And I wonder why chapter 5. So his father was Lamech, Lamech. And his father named him Noah, which in Hebrew is Noach, Noach. Did you know that? Did you know that? So, and Noah means rest or comfort. Okay. And so Lamech said Noah would bring relief from the cursed ground after Adam's fall. So this tells us something really, really important. Noah was born with the expectation attached to his life. How many of you guys are born with an expectation attached to your life? So he wasn't fucking random, and he was seen as the answer before he did anything. Then let's talk about the world Noah grew up in. Before the ark even existed, humanity had become violent and it had become corrupt. And why? Why? Genesis 6 and 5 say, every imagination of thoughts of his heart was only evil continually. Every imagination of the thoughts. Good morning, darling. Every imagination of the thoughts of his heart was only evil continually. What the fuck does that mean? This means Noah lived in normalized violence, isn't it you? And moral corrupt, isn't it all of us? Spiritual confusion. Ooh, shit. Don't get me started. And widespread corruption. So in modern language, he lived in a society where dysfunction became culture. Is that not what we live in now? Do we need to build a goddamn ark? Do we need a complete reset? Shit. So then in Genesis 6, 8, 9, Noah's reputation. So it said that Noah found grace in the eyes of the Lord, and a just man and perfect in his generation. That's what it said. That's Genesis 6, verses 8 and 9. Get your Bible out. Noah found grace in the eyes of the Lord. A just man, and perfect in his generations. Perfect does not mean sinless. Perfect does not mean I done got cold again, y'all. Shit. Let's count how many times I turn this heater on and off with this perimenopause shit. You hear me? Perfect does not mean sinless. It means morally consistent, spiritually aligned, uncorrupted by surrounding cultures. Sound like he was the fucking black sheep. Earth is very ghetto. Very ghetto. No stars. No stars. What you say? The earth is ghetto. I wanna leave. The earth is ghetto. I wanna leave. So Noah, hard to deacon, I do not recommend this ghetto ass motherfucking place. Very uncouth, very bottom of the barrel, very bottom of the fucking dumpster. Okay. So educational insight I'm going to give you about Noah. Noah was not chosen because he was flawless. And that's what I want you to understand about you. You are chosen, bitch. Look at King David. Look at King David. King David fucked with Bathsheba. Got his motherfucking husband, got her husband killed because she was pregnant because he didn't fuck her. He seen on the roof. Listen, you don't have to be perfect because perfect don't mean sinless. Damn. Stop living up to an expectation that y'all don't even fully understand. Perfect does not mean sinless. Noah wasn't flawless. He was chosen because he remained different without becoming isolated from humanity. So he lived righteously in a broken environment. How many of you guys live righteously right now in a broken environment? See, that is King David is a modern young nigga. You said it, I didn't. Wait till I get to him. Wait till I start talking about David. My God, today. Woo! If y'all wonder what I'm eating, and they say it's vitamins. No, they ain't sponsoring me, but I'm eating some fucking bariatric fusion. Multivitamin. Shit. It tastes like sugar, fruit, and mule ass. Now, I don't know how mule ass tastes, but in my mind, that shit tastes like a mule's ass. And chalk. Woo! Woo! They need to work on this motherfucking taste. But these hoes help because my blood work. And again, they ain't sponsoring me or nothing like that. I'm just, y'all be asking questions and shit. Ah, you said maybe not them. Thank you. All right. Lord, that set me back 20 minutes. Woo, let me come back. Let me get back in the present. All right. Woo. Okay. So again, thank you. So again, he lived righteously. Thank y'all for the comments. The comments keep me going. You know what I'm saying? Y'all have y'all questions. Y'all keep me going as I'm reading. So this is really hard, and I know you guys experience it too. It's hard as fuck being better and being healed in a society where you get more attention from being violent and being toxic and being unhinged and being unhealed. So I can only imagine, can you, what he lived through? Because bitch, you lived through it now. Woo. Yes, baby. The taste of a mule's ass. And I don't know how fucking y'all gotta excuse me. This Texas Louisiana mix that I be having going on here, baby, it just is what it is. Ooh. All right. So what Noah likely did before the ark. So the scripture implies, you know how like y'all be implying shit that people didn't say? No, I was playing. Y'all be assuming the shit and y'all don't ask. Y'all just, okay, I'm just playing. All right. So the scripture actually implies that Noah was a family leader, but we don't know that for sure. A family agricultural man, like what that is later confirmed in Genesis 9. He's a spiritual teacher, he's a preacher, and that's referenced later in biblical tradition as the preacher of righteousness. Okay, allegedly. Okay, so for decades, he lived an ordinary life. There was no miracles, there was no fame, no ark yet. He was just consistent, which is what a lot of y'all lack. Was that a little shade? All right, so God trusted Noah with survival after watching how he handled normal life. God, I don't want to be your strongest soldier. Take me out this group chat. I don't want to be the strongest soldier. Don't give me shit else. You have done enough, my nigga. Like, you be having God be having a choice on what the fuck he gonna send you. He be like, okay, she done went through 3 motherfucking toxic marriages. Okay, let's see. We're gonna send her a good man. No, we're gonna send another toxic one. And they're like, no, God, no, don't do that to her. She's been through enough. They be like, she's almost 50. And then God was like, now, one more toxic. Now I was playing. I'm just saying, like, I mean, do he be up there being like, put the world on that man's shoulder? Okay. Because big assignments follow small obedience. That's what it say, right? So Noah doing the ark years. This the fucked up part, y'all. And I don't know if I could have been this consistent if I'm just telling the fucking truth. Damn, I've been cussing like a motherfucker. Oh, fuck. I really be trying not to do that. I'll be saying this the video I'm not gonna do it on. So Noah, he spent 100+ years, bitch, building the ark. And this is based on geological timelines. All right. So just imagine working daily on something nobody fucking believed in, raising children while preparing for an unseen future. Bitch, this nigga was in psychosis for 100-some years. Okay, I'm turning it out. Look, I bet y'all gonna count. Look, y'all count. Tell me how many times, baby, this perimenopause kick my ass. All right. And then being publicly mocked for generations. So the ark was not a sudden calling. It was a fucking lifetime project. So after the flood, what you say, God constantly watching our lives like a Tubi movie? Nah, for real. So she finna put on for the city. But you know they always be saying that in the Tubi movies, we big in the city. You know what I'm saying? We gonna do this for the city. We putting on for the city. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna rep my city. Baby, the city don't know you. The city is not familiar. The city ain't familiar, bitch. Quit talking about you putting it on for the city. Don't they be saying in that Tubi movie, putting it on for the city? Bitch, where? The city don't know you. I'm putting it up. Baby, they don't know you. No one's heard of you. Like, no one. Okay, I digress. See, this is why I got to have notes. Yeah, to my run. You don't run shit to my run the city. Anyway, Noah after the flood. And this is the part that people don't teach. And I'm going to get into chapter 7, but I wanted to give you a little context about Noah. So most lessons. Oh, thank you, Infinite Juju. Thank you. Most lessons stop at survival, but Noah's story continues and becomes deeply fucking human. So Noah's life after the trauma. So after the fucking flood, humanity restarts, right? And then God establishes a covenant. Good for you, Latonya. God established a covenant, like a rainbow covenant. You know how they say, like, the rainbow was God's promise that he'll never destroy the world. Here we go. Here we go. I got called again. What number is it? That, you know, it'll be a rainbow, and that's God promise. He'll never destroy the world again by water, blah, 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 blah. All right. So, and then in Genesis 9, and Noah began to be a husband, and he planted a vineyard. So he just really, I should say, I think it's 3. So he returned to ordinary life. So then something unexpected happens in Genesis 9. And I know I'm jumping, but I'm just trying to give you some context. Noah becomes drunk and lies uncovered in his tent. So the man that spent 600 motherfucking plus years, bitch, 100 plus years fucking making a fucking ark that nobody blah, 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 blah. He in 9, he got drunk, bitch. not the dramatic close up. He got drunk, bitch. He got drunk. And this is the man that survived judgment struggles afterwards, right? So the psychological thing about Noah experienced what modern psychology would call survivor's trauma, post-catastrophic stress, emotional decompression after a prolonged crisis, and he witnessed the destruction of an entire fucking world. And the Bible does not hide his humanity, nor did God save him from what all the stuff and the sacrifices that he made for him. Sit with it. So here's another opportunity for God to be like, you know what? He was actually a righteous man. He built that. He believed in it. He didn't have to see it, and he did it, and he made his children be a part of it. And he watched the fucking destruction. He witnessed the destruction of the entire fucking world. See, even righteous people collapse after carrying heavy assignments. And I want you to hear that for you. Survival does not erase emotional impact. Your survival does not erase everything that's happened to bring you to this point in your life. I just want to say that to you. You almost died. You almost died. Life almost took you the fuck out. It did. I mean, if we just gonna talk about it, everybody in this bitch need to go to heaven by default, bitch. We've already lived through hell. So anyway, what happened with Noah's sons? Remember, Noah had 3 sons. He had Shem, or Shem, Shem. I know it's Shem too. All right, then he had Ham, which is Ham, and then Japheth. That's Japheth. And so they represent the continuation of humanity. Okay. So let's talk about, and I'm still jumping, but I'm talking about Noah, and then I'm going to go into chapter 7, I promise. But I want you to understand who this man was. The moment is about honor versus exposure. So the incident with Ham, the incident with his second son, Ham, Ham. All right. In Genesis 9, Ham sees Noah uncovered and he tells his brothers. Shem and Japheth respectfully covered their father without looking. And when Noah awakens, he pronounces consequences affecting Ham's lineage through Canaan. So the moment is about honor versus exposure. So one son exposed weakness and two sons protected dignity. So how many people handle you in vulnerable moments reveal, or how people handle you in vulnerable moments reveal their character more than how they treat you in success. Good morning, Ray. How people handle you in vulnerable moments reveals their character more than how they treat you in success. Sit with that for a moment. Just let's sit with it. See, what became of his sons? So Shem, this ancestor line leading eventually to Abraham and later Israelite lineage. Is also associated with spiritual covenant lineage. Japheth traditionally is linked with expanding nations and territories. And so he represented outward expansion. Ham represented ancestor of several ancient Near Eastern and African civilizations. The biblical genealogical tradition. So the text describes lineage consequences, not racial hierarchy. So later misuses of this story historically were distortions, not the original intent. Yes, they are infinite juju. So how did Noah die? In Genesis 9, Noah lived 350 years after the flood. And all the days of Noah were 950 years, and he died. Because remember, we talked about before, and they died, and they died, and they died, and they died. Well, that's what it said here too. He lived 300. He spent 100 plus years building a motherfucker. He lived another 350 years after the flood. And all the days of Noah were 950 years, and he died. Did you know that? Did y'all know that? Duchess, do you think people lived longer back then? That time moved differently? I personally think it was metaphors. And I'm gonna be crazy when I say this, Ray. The reason why I think that it's metaphors as opposed to literal is because they did not have the technology. They did not have the screening. They didn't have the preventative. They didn't have the universal precautions. They didn't know to clean this. They didn't know to clean it. And maybe some cultures did, but I just find it very hard to believe. But that's just me. I hope I answered your question. And his death is quiet too. After 950 years, bitch, 350 after the flood, and he just died. Like the scripture just records a long life, a peaceful death, and no dramatic ending narrative. Like 7 days to create could have been, yeah, it could have been a million years. Absolutely. Absolutely. Time was not relevant like that. Time was not, oh, it's 3 o'clock, oh, it's 5 o'clock, oh, it's 24 hours. It was not like that back then. So the spiritual meaning is of all of this is that Noah's legacy was not how he died. It was that humanity continued because he lived obediently. But the fuck part is he wasn't even protected from all the things that he caught himself trying to hide stuff from. Now, the full arc of Noah's life, and I just want you to think about this, is that at birth stage, his reality was that hope was placed on him. Just like Jesus, right? Um, Before the ark, righteousness and corruption. Ark years was obedience without validation. The flood, that was the survival through isolation. After the flood was trauma and humanity was exposed. Later in life, that was legacy builder. And his death, it was just a quiet completion. Noah was not a superhero. He was consistent before his calling. He was obedient during ridicule, and he was human after victory. She said, "No, I need a funeral like Aretha Franklin." Okay, I want this, and this coming out. I want to be celebrated, bitch. She said, nah, baby. I want all the bells and whistles." All right, so all right, so this now we will talk about chapter 7. I just wanted to kind of give you guys some context about who Noah was. Okay. So if you're fighting to go through something and you're fighting to be seen, or there's nothing but a lot of corrupted stuff around you, you can literally take Noah and set you up an altar for Noah. Did y'all know that? You can set you up, have a boat. You can go on Amazon. You can get it like the Noah and the Noah Ark. And you can set it up to 2 by 2 by 2. And I know this is an idea. And then you can say, I want to start over. Keep you 3 glasses of water on the altar. I want to start over. I want to be born again. And study Noah, put him on the altar, and you can do that. That's just a small little working. You don't have to do it if you don't want to. I just want to share how hoodoo and spirituality and Christianity, how you can take it and use it all. Okay. So let's Genesis 7. It's not about children's nursery stories or about smiling animals and walking politely onto a boat. Genesis 7 is a divine fucking like a lockdown, bitch. It's the moment that preparation stops because he's been building this motherfucker for 150 years. Grace closes, consequences clock in for their shift. And yes, it is dark as fuck because judgment stories always are. And Noah and the ark is a judgment story. Okay, he's coming back on. But scripture always contains irony. It's always uncomfortable humor. And the brutal truth is always wrapped up in holy timing. So I want to teach it honestly. Okay. So the book of Genesis 7, and that's 1 through 24. And so I want to give you guys some key verses. Write these down. Genesis 7 and 1. Come thou and all thou house into the ark. Genesis 7 and 16. And the Lord shut him in. I'm going to get on it. Genesis 7 and 23. And Noah only remained alive. So notice something immediate. So his main purpose was just getting through the flood. No, his main purpose was building the foundation to restart. That's why he had 2 animals and 2 this and 2 that. And so, because he knew he was part of the process. And I don't even think he knew everything. I just think that he was being a provision for God's vision. See, God didn't say build another ark. God said come in because preparation season was over. Ain't no more building. It's time. So God gives the final boarding call, right? In Genesis 7, 1 through 5. He said, come thou into the ark. So this is heaven's version of last call, doors closing. So Noah had been building for decades, bitch, while other people laughed, other people cried, other people made fun of him. What are you building right now in the midst of everybody? I'm gonna tell you, when I first started doing this over a decade ago, people laughed at me. They laughed at me, they made fun of me. They called me the worst fucking names. They said that I was an abomination to God and that I was evil and that I hated God. I never said any of that, but that's what people will put on you. They will project that on you because you're something different. And just imagine if I would have listened to them people. I would not be here. We would not be sitting here having this conversation. What have you done in your life and you've kept going that people was like, well, you shouldn't be doing that. That's stupid. And look where you've been blessed and look the things that you've overcome. So Noah had been building for decades while people laughed at him. So imagine neighbors watching you and you're hammering for 100 years, bitch, talking about rain in a place that barely saw storms. Loading animals 2 by 2 like an ancient petting zoo apocalypse. Just fucking imagine, if you will. Can you imagine what people probably said? They probably said, like, he going through something. They said, baby, whatever that is, it's taking him through there. You know how, like, when you be going through some shit and people be like, ooh, girl. That bitch going through something. What they be saying? Midlife crisis. Oh, he done joined the cult. You know, that's what they be saying about me. Like, oh, y'all be following her. Y'all in a cult. Bitch, this ain't no motherfucking cult, huh? See, faith in something will always look insane right before it becomes survival. Did y'all hear me? Wow, I just feel like my lips is dry. Okay. Faith always looks insane right before it becomes survival. God doesn't argue with the mockers. He don't even protect Noah from them. He simply changes the weather. Just imagine. Oh, let me give y'all a better context. Instead of trying to change that nigga, change niggas. In real life. All right. So the animal situation. So let's talk about it. Genesis 7, 2 through 9. So animals enter the ark. All that shit. Okay. Animals enter the ark. Not Noah chasing them. He said they came, which in turn means creation recognized judgment before humanity did. So let that sit. The cows, bitch, had more discernment than the people. Baby, horses had more motherfucking discernment than the people. Pigs had more discernment than the people. Giraffes had more discernment than the people. The elephants had more discernment than the people. The dogs, the cats, the birds, they had more discernment than the people. creation recognized judgment before humanity did. Okay? Imagine on explaining this outside the ark. Why are the lions, bitch, walking peacefully beside the goats? Meanwhile, humanity is anybody brunch? Humanity, boots on the ground. Where them fans at? All this shit going on, right? But the animals, the lions, they just walking next to the gazelles, next to the goats, and they walking peacefully, 2 by 2. And you up here talking about, we going to brunch today? See, when divine order shifts, nature aligns, obedience moves, and only humans debate because the animals don't debate. Let that sit in. He said bottomless mimosas. And you know we got bottomless mimosas today. And you sitting there saying yes. And then right behind you, all the motherfucking animals, they just walking peacefully and you don't even give a fuck. You was like, yeah, can I do y'all have just orange juice? Or can I get pineapple juice or some grapefruit juice? Or some cranberry juice? Then it says in Genesis 7, 10 through 12, here we go again. I don't know what number that is, y'all. Y'all keeping up? Then in Genesis 7, 10 through 12, the rain finally starts. When the rain starts falling. So the rain starts falling. And it says, and it came to pass after 7 days that the waters were upon the earth. So 7 days after entering, meaning they sat inside and they waited. Every day, no rain yet. Every day, no rain yet. Every day, no rain yet. Just a awkward silence and animal smells. Picture it. 7 whole days without a word from you. I can't take it, won't take it, can't take it, no. I've had about enough of you. Okay, I'm high, y'all. So I'm already on one. All right, I digress. We back in here. All right, so just picture this, if you will. Day 1, you are confident, bitch. 2 by 2. Day 2, okay, everybody kind of like still just settling in and just chilling and shit. Day 3, you know how you start thinking after you done some shit and you finally got there to the shit that you've been trying to build to, and then you think, wait a minute, did I misunderstand the message, bitch? Did I misunderstand God? He marched the motherfuckers in 2 by 2, bitches. Day 3. Girl, and it's stinking her. Bitch, it's stinking her. What the fuck? And you know how people be like, bitch, you asked me to come with you. And bitch, this ain't even, girl, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to get off this motherfucker. And you're like, no, trust me. Day 4. Bitch, and now everybody asking you, bitch, did you misunderstand the message, ho? Did you? And baby, I know they was hungry. They probably were milking them cows in. It's the sugar. Look. This your favorite part about Sunday? Because of me? Don't do that. Don't do that. Now I got Pisces and Cancer placement. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't mess my shit up. Don't mess my shit up. Hold up. Taurus. I would have kept getting on and on. What if you smoke cigarettes? Or me? What if you smoke? Like, Can we have a smoke break? So then day 5 happened. Then day 6 happened. Everybody is side-eyeing Noah. Like, nigga. I know motherfucking well. I got one more bag of edibles. Baby, I had these edibles to last me after the initial shock, but bitch, I done almost ate all of them now, bitch. And then day 7, the first raindrop. Boom. See, God, it says, will lock you into obedience before proof actually appears. Because faith isn't validated by evidence, it's validated by endurance. And that's fucked up. That is what we are taught. That God often locks you into obedience before proof appears. Because faith isn't validated by evidence, it's validated by endurance. That is so fucking fucked up. And that's why people are so fucked up in the head when it comes to this conformity ass bullshit. And this is my main reason why, because let me tell you something. What you mean you gotta lock me into obeying you before you prove to me anything? What you mean faith ain't validated, it ain't validated by evidence? Bitch, I need to see. I need to see that I'm going through all of this for something, bitch. Child. And then it said, the Lord shut him in. Genesis 7, verses 16. And this is one of the coldest lines in scripture. And the Lord shut him in. Noah didn't close the door. It sounds like a psychosis, Canaan's mother, 4781. Don't you think so? God be manic in the motherfucker. He be in psychosis like a bitch. Like, bro, you ain't did it in 100 million years. You're never gonna. Anyway. Noah couldn't reopen it because God shut it. So they couldn't even get out and go to this full break. Like, can I just, I'm gonna go smoke something and come back. So Noah couldn't reopen it. Noah couldn't rescue late believers. Imagine how I be doing the rituals and stuff. There I go, being shady again. There I go, doing the rituals. I'm telling you that I'm going to do it on the 28th. And then on the 28th at 12:05, you come sending me all the stuff that I asked you to send me a whole month before this ritual that I said that I was going to do on 28th. So imagine. Imagine. So what if you say, okay, I believe you. I want to be a part of it. And you waited. So now he couldn't even open to let the late believers in. Nah, bitch, you should have jumped on this when I said it. You should have been on it when I said it. Is that what peace be still means? Let me make a note of this so I can come back to this. I'm making a note of that. I'll come back to that. They outside Noah boat, like, let me, like, bro. Boom, 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 boom. Hey, let me in this motherfucker. Man, I believe you, bro. Like, I believe you. This is raining. I ain't never seen in my 600 years of living, bitch, I ain't never seen it rain before. Like, okay, nigga, you was not crazy. Wait, hold up. Let me in. No. So compassion could not override timing. Compassion could not override timing. So that's a message within itself. Y'all be sitting up waiting for all of this whatever because the message or the messenger doesn't look like who you thought that it would look like. So you did not find in what that person was saying. And then probably it takes something else or somebody else to see the value. And then you go, oh, well, now I want to be a part of it now. And it's like, no, I offered you an opportunity. You had an open door that you could have came in at any time, but because it didn't look like what you wanted it to look like, you missed that message. You missed that man because he wasn't cute. But them cute niggas be having you hurt. Now, don't get me wrong. Ugly niggas is something else too. Get you a medium ugly nigga. Medium ugly. Anyway, compassion could not override timing. Y'all better quit sitting on shit. Y'all know y'all need to get a reading. Y'all know y'all need to be talking to somebody, but you sit up and you wait and you wait and you wait. And even if when you are getting the warning signs that you are wrong, you still don't. Y'all better stop waiting. See, imagine people suddenly believing that bitch, she was saying they like this nigga might be on or something. Like, wait a minute, hold up. Say, no, you know what, nigga, you might, you know what, I was fucking with you earlier, but imagine people suddenly saying, oh, Noah, we support your vision now. Bitch, it's too late. Faith, according to the Bible, has deadlines. Did y'all know that? People's loyalty does too. See, there comes a moment when explanations, they should end. Access should be closed. And preparation becomes, now it's your protection. So then the flood covers everything, bitch. Like in Genesis 7:17 through 23, the water rises, it gets higher, 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 bitch. Like scripture repeats the water rising multiple times, not for drama, but for emphasis. Bitch, it's high. How many people done slept on you? Them two moves, they was sleeping on me. When about sleeping on you with your lazy ass? But anyway, I'm back. So the water is getting higher, and I just turned it back on. I just turned the heat back on. I was getting cold again. Baby, it's kicking my ass. They hot and cold. This shit is real. I'm almost 50. Leave me alone. The water rises. It's getting higher and 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 higher. Nothing survived outside alignment. Not status, not popularity, not belief. Only positioning mattered. Not number 8. You might be wrong because you know you don't be caring. Let me leave that alone. Woo. See, people probably climbed on rooftops, hills, mountains to only fucking realize the problem wasn't elevation. Okay, dramatic close up. It wasn't elevation, it was location. And they were on the outside of the ark. Just imagine your whole, excuse me. Just imagine your whole process. Just imagine, if you will, people now want to fuck with you. Just imagine it. Imagine. Bitch, you on the outside of the ark. You cannot outclimb consequences you fucking ignored. You can't outclimb that. You got to sit with that. That's where accountability come in most of y'all lives, and y'all refuse to be accountable. You cannot outclimb consequences you ignored. Hmm. Hmm. Then you got Genesis 7 and 24. The waters prevailed upon the earth in 150 days. The ark floats. There's no steering wheel. It's not an engine. This ain't the Carnival Cruise. No GPS. Just obedience. Drifting. Can you imagine when all these stanky ass animals for 150 fucking days? Because it said, and the waters prevailed upon the earth 150 days. Just drifting with them stanky ass animals. Can you imagine the fumes? My God, today. Thinking of today, I find this whole story bullshit and so hard to believe. But this ain't about that. This is about teaching the Bible. All right. So Noah spent 100 years building, then spent months doing absolutely nothing but floating and feeding animals. What is it teaching? Sometimes your reward for obedience is not excitement, it's survival in silence. That's bullshit. That's complete and utter bullshit. Please like, subscribe, and share this video. I want you to think about this. Preparation looks foolish until it saves you. Genesis 7 proved that. People mock what they don't understand until they need it. So stop asking people to see you. Stop expecting people to get you. Stop expecting people to see and be the provision to your vision. It's not until they need it. Understand that. I want you to understand that. Two, God closes doors people beg to reopen. See, some endings are a divine protection, not punishment. Three, timing is a spiritual law. Grace has seasons. Access does have expiration dates. Timing is a spiritual law. What did you say, Canaan's mother? If no one believed in you, are you sure you would have continued? How would you yourself determine when it's insanity? Well, this is the thing. I saw my mother do it. I knew that people did believe in it. And I didn't do it to keep people attached to me. I did it because it was my life. It was my lifestyle. And it's how I grew up. And I was sharing. And I didn't expect to have a big platform. I thought if 100 people follow me on YouTube, I thought that was something. If 50 people follow me, I thought that was something. If 10 people followed me, I thought that was something. So I never looked at numbers. I still don't. I didn't give a fuck whether nobody believed in it or not, and that'd be the people problem. Yes, I would have continued because it was my life. It brought me peace. This brought me peace. This made me happy. How do you determine when it's insanity? Well, if it's being unhealthy for you, if it's toxic for you, if it's causing you not to love yourself and it's causing you pain, okay, I just turned it off. I don't know what number it is. Then that's insanity when you keep doing it and you know it's not working, but this was working for me. I did it because it brought me peace. I did it because I wasn't complaining about life anymore. I got into magic, if we're just being honest, and I'll be vulnerable and share that with you. I got into magic because it made me feel whole. I got into magic because if I believed in it, I could do it. And I was seeing my proof. I got into this because it helped me. And all I literally wanted to do was just talk about how it helped me and share how it helped me and teach how you can do it too. But I didn't know that I had to reprogram people because nobody had to reprogram me. Or maybe I was being reprogrammed. I don't know. But I had to build myself and say, this ain't about nobody else. Well, because people stopped subscribing. People stopped subscribing, Miss Sheba, when they saw you get money for it. People stopped subscribing when they saw you getting accolades for it. Remember, people don't. Why I'm just now getting a creator award? Because I don't know. And I really don't even question it. I'm just grateful for the opportunity. I'm grateful for where it's at. But that's how I look at everything. Everything to me is about divine timing. Remember, I just said timing is a spiritual law. So I look at everything in that way. I don't sit up and be like, well, are you getting it? I didn't do it for nobody else. I did it for me. I just created a platform where I could talk about it. And I wasn't thinking that I would ever get no big numbers, 10, 50, 100, 1,000. I mean, I was happy on a cool. I was happy when I had 1,000 people. I was happy when I had 50 people because that would mean there was 50 people that took the time out to fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? Like the little numbers matter too. We always want the big stuff, but that's why I push in my infinite energy group. If you're not a part of my group, you should actually be a part of it. The reason why I push, good morning, Toya. The reason why I push for that is because every win is a win. It could be big, it could be small, bitch, it's still a win. No, you didn't win $1 million lottery, but you won a scratch off. You got your money back. Is that not a win? And I think that that's comparing and that's to somebody else's win. I don't want to do that because I don't know what she had to do to get there. People will look at me and be jealous of me, but I didn't look like this 10 years ago. My mind wasn't like this 10 years ago. I certainly wasn't thinking like this 20 years ago. I had to grow into this. I have built a legacy with Magickal Lady Duchess. Let's be clear. I have built a legacy. Bitch, I'm legendary. If to nobody else but to me. You understand what I'm saying? The illustrious bitch. The opulent bitch. I start using the word opulent. Motherfuckers say that now. I do everything in excellence. Motherfuckers say that now. They said it because I said it. Bitch, the fuck? Do you have any idea there were so many dark moments, so many quiet moments when nobody was there? It was just me and my journal and me sitting outside my tree with my cup of tea and my motherfucking notebook. And I'm just journaling. And nobody was there for that. Does that make that less? Do you understand what I'm saying? See, people always want to fit and they want to bend to create these to fit in other people's molds. You're never going to do that. I learned that very early on in my life. Wake, Live, and Repeat said, I'm in that place now. I'm doing content creation myself, and my closet family and friends don't believe me, but guess what? I'm doing it. I couldn't care less what anyone thinks. Listen, I, I'm going to tell you this. When I first started this, everybody laughed at me. Everybody. And I know she's watching, and I have forgiven you, but I'm using this as a reference point, and this is not a dig because you know I fuck with you. One of my good friends, I said, I'm going to go on YouTube. I'm going to create a channel. And she said, what it's going to be about. I remember taking her to Denny's. I was like, let's go to lunch. I want to talk to you. And she was someone that I considered very close. And I said, um, I'm going to come out as a witch. And she said, what? And I said, I'm a witch. And she was like, girl, I let you around my kids. Because people think they can say anything to you and it's not supposed to hurt your feelings. I was like, I'm not a murderer and I'm not a kid killer or something like that. I just practice witchcraft. And she said, and I quote, I can't be your friend no more. That broke my heart. Knowing I don't have family like that, I said, okay. Um, okay. Well, come on back, Miss Sheba, just engage. Keep in mind when her nigga left her that Christmas, I bought all that Christmas stuff. So they would still have a Christmas. But I respected what she said. And then I told my family. And they was like, I know you not doing that shit. Like, ain't Sarah doing that bullshit? My auntie. And my auntie that raised me, you doing it? But everybody stayed with her. She helped financially everybody out. But I said, I'm doing it. And I'm crazy. I took that. Damon didn't even believe in what I did. He laughed at me. He made fun of it. He said, what, you Magickal Lady Duchess now? Because he called me Duchess. And I said, yeah, I think that's going to be my name. I even took the name that he meant it to be funny. And I took it and I made it into $1 million brand. I made millions being Magickal Lady Duchess. That wasn't my goal. You cannot let people define who you are. You can't do it. Because you'll still be right there. That same funny thing that he made fun of about houses, cars, paid off houses, paid off cars. My own husband. Nobody believed in it, but it still gave me peace. Yes, I was called crazy, but in this, I felt so powerful. In Christianity, I never felt like that. So then my husband wanted, and those who follow me before, my ex-husband now, those who follow me before, y'all, so I used to do videos in his truck because I was a trucker's wife. And he would say, "Oh, I'll stop so you can do your little video." That's what he said. "I'll stop so you can do your little videos." I didn't think they were little. I didn't think it was little, but okay. Then I made money enough to buy him a dually so he could start doing hot shots. And he was like, "Well, I want to create a business." So I took the money from the spiritual business and I put it into his business, the same business that he made fun of. Even to the point where his family said, "What y'all gonna call it? Bewitched transport?" And I just started crying and I sucked it up and I kept doing it. I paid his mama car off. When his dad died, I paid for everything. No one came out of nothing. His family didn't even thank me. And I set up under all of that because I felt like um, I wasn't doing this for anybody else. I legit did it because I loved it. I'm not a spiritual leader or mentor or teacher because there's money in it, because I didn't know that there was money in it. But my God, with my skills and my knowledge, I know for a fact you can make a business out of anything because I did. $1 million brand just based off of this and what I said in my motherfucking head and what I believed in my heart. And it wasn't based off of anybody else. I cannot let anyone tell me who I am, who Nakia is, what Magickal Lady Duchess is. I didn't even know who she was. I had no idea what this was going to become. I just wanted to do it. I never asked for money. I never asked for wealth. I never asked for any of that. I just asked for growth. Timing is a spiritual fucking law. Grace has seasons. Y'all don't know when to cut that shit off. Do you know, and I'll share this with y'all. The first 7 months of me doing this full time, I have no reason to lie. I don't do that. I will tell a funny story, but I'm not gonna lie. I made $120,000 the first 7 months, to the point where PayPal made me cut everything off. They held my money and was like, "You need a website, you need this, you can prove that you're a legit business because how are all these people paying you?" Let's be clear, I didn't need any money from YouTube. YouTube gave me access to people all over the world. I understood that. YouTube didn't monetize my videos. They didn't put me, you know, I think it stopped at 88 because they realized what I was and what I was doing and they pushed me down. But I was patient with myself. I was kind to myself. And I wanted to help everybody. I legit did. But I had to learn that timing is a spiritual law. I had to learn that grace has seasons. I had to learn that access has expiration dates. I tried. I tried. I tried. My husband didn't protect me. He didn't protect me from his family. He didn't protect me from mine. When they sit up and made jokes about me, he laughed right along with them. But I thought, it's okay. I'm used to that. I'm just gonna keep going. I've been able, since I became Magickal Lady Duchess, to get a bachelor's degree, to get a master's degree, and I'm also working on my doctorate in the same thing that people make fun of, religious studies. I've been able to, at one point, I was taking care of 20 people, paying rent, paying bills, 20 people, and it didn't break my bank. I was able to pay back $250,000 to the IRS, to the state of Texas for the things that I had done. And they never thought that I'd be able to pay it off. No one's ever going to make me feel bad about what I've been through. No one's ever going to make me feel bad about magic. No one's ever going to make me feel bad about it. No one's ever going to project their insecurities because I showed them that I didn't need nobody but my spirit team. And if I trusted my spirit team, it was going to guide me in everything that I wanted to do. I had to focus. I had to buckle down on me. I had to block out all the naysayers and just focus on what my spirit was. Boom. Then people start seeing the money. Oh, my husband loved me now. Now he'll tell you if you ask him, oh, it was never about the money. Really, Damon? It wasn't? Okay. Well, when he divorced, you wanted some of it. Anyway, I digress. I move the way I move because I've always moved this way. And I always will. And ain't nobody ever gonna make me doubt me or tell me that my wins ain't a win. Everything's a fucking win. You having a new day is a win. You having an opportunity to start over, it's a win. You having an opportunity to pick up and to move forward, that's a win. We be thinking that the wins got to look a certain kind of way. No, bitch, anytime you are granted any type of favor, that's a win. What you sitting up thinking about your past for? You can't change that, but what you can alter is your present and your future. I don't think that Damon is a bad person. Let me just say that. I don't think that. He just didn't see me. And if I'm being honest, it's a whole bunch of people didn't see me. Now everybody sees me now. And I thank them for that. But I'm going to always remember. And I'm going to always move accordingly. I'm going to always do that. See, the problem is you be thinking that people smarter than you. Just like Noah. Noah wasn't smarter. He was just positioned himself correctly. He just positioned himself correctly. Y'all out of position. Y'all out of position. Y'all out of position. Get in position. Get in position. You out of position. She done said something and threw you off. Come on back. Get back in your position. This ain't about nobody else. This is about you. What you care for? See, everybody laughs at the ark until the water hits that ankle. See, faith looks crazy until the forecast changed. See, the animals obeyed faster than the people. God didn't argue. He just scheduled the rain with his narcissistic crazy ass. See, some doors close because mercy has already waited long enough. When y'all gonna close some doors? Timing is a spiritual law. Someone say that. Timing is a spiritual law. Grace has seasons. Access has expiration dates. Stop letting people freestyle with y'all. You don't get to do that with me. Noah wasn't smarter. He just positioned himself. Position, bitch, position. I position myself in opulence, and that is why I will always attract it. I position myself in excellence. That's why I always have it. I position myself at 100%, and that's why I'm always going to move in 100%. Position. You got to position yourself. You can't position yourself here and you think that everybody else is here. See how that's out the fucking frame? No, ma'am. I position my, listen, I ain't even hit my ceiling yet. You got me fucked up. You think there's something? Waiting another 10 years what I've accomplished. And I wouldn't give a fuck what a motherfucker think about that. I position myself. Y'all assume the worst and you expect the worst out of people. But what happened if you open up your mouth and you asked? Instead of assuming they're just gonna say no. I don't do that. I don't assume that that expression on your face, you're gonna have to tell me what that is. You wanna know why? Because I'm gonna ask. I'm not gonna assume anything. I'm not gonna project anything. Not for president. Hell no. No. What position are you putting yourself at? If you put yourself in the position to be lower than everybody else, what do you think? If you keep praying for money, but you think change, what do you think that's going to come to you? See, if I'm praying for money, I want the money that folds. I don't accept or receive the change. Think about your position. What are you putting out there? Why are you doing the spiritual work if you're going to doubt it? You should have not even did it in the first place. All of these things, including me, we're just tools. Where are you in your life? Where are you, or where in your life are you? One, where you're building while other people, are you building something while other people are laughing? Because you should be, and fuck them. Are you sitting in obedience before evidence because you're waiting for something before you just, so I'm just going to sit here and wait? You keep on waiting. You keep on waiting. Are you being protected by a door you didn't even close yourself? You keep on. Genesis 7 teaches one uncomfortable truth. Are y'all ready for it? The uncomfortable truth is this. The ark was never about escape. It was about God and people being obedient before understanding. And he played with them people because that was fucked up. That's chapter 7. Now, she asked a question about peace be still and what it really means, right? Right. So the phrase, hi, darling, the phrase peace be still comes from one of those psychologically powerful moments in the Bible that when chaos is loud, fear is logical. And Jesus responds in the calmest way possible. Okay, so that peace be still goes back to Mark chapter 4, verse 35 through 41. And it's Jesus and the disciples are crossing the sea in a boat. And this violent fucking storm erupts. Hello. And so this professional fisherman, like the men who literally work on the water, they was in panic. Meanwhile, Jesus is fucking asleep, right? And so he said, and he arose and he rebuked the wind and said unto the sea, peace be still. And the wind ceased. See, the Greek phrase implies be quiet or be muzzled. not gentle poetry. So it's really more like sit the fuck down and hush. So peace be still. Who was he talking to, right? Here's the deep part. Jesus speaks to the storm, not the disciples. Meaning the chaos was external, the fear was internal. Both needed correction. And that's why he said, peace be still. See, sometimes, sometimes God have to calm the storm. So sometimes he calms you so that the storm stops controlling you. That's Layla. Well, anyway, I hope that answered your question about the peace be still. I'll eventually I'll talk about that more and stuff like that. Did y'all enjoy this? I always try to give you substance. Um, I appreciate everybody. Appreciate you guys coming in on Sunday and sharing this opportunity. I'm getting my lashes fixed. So any bitch that got a problem with it, you can put in on this 50 some dollars that it cost me to get it fixed. You can send a donation for that. Because you know how like y'all be trying to read me on the cool about my lashes and stuff like that. Bitch, I sleep. And I don't sleep perfect. And I'm not a makeup artist, bitch. So it ain't nothing gonna be perfect. Just me though. Cause it ain't stop my money. Thank you, Heart of Deacon. Many blessings to you. May it be returned 100-fold. I appreciate it. The doors of the church are now open. Happy Pisces season, twin. I'm not a Pisces. It's in my chart though. I think the sun sign is Pisces, and my moon is Cancer. Thank you, Cookie. Many blessings to you. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. Many blessings. May it return 100-fold. Thank you. Like, you don't even know how much I appreciate these. Like I said, unfortunately, I'm not monetized that way and it ain't changed since the 100K, by the way. So when you guys do donations and you guys do these, I appreciate you. And it keeps me doing them because I'm getting some type of compensation for them too. And I should be getting compensated for it. But I do take this and I do give it away because I love the reciprocity of donating what was donated to me. Atar, which is crazy because I watch plenty of YouTubers that cuss all the time. Well, I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's my content. I don't know, but I'm like shadow banned. For a long time, I didn't come up on anybody's feed. And, unless I did a video specifically and I posted it specifically, they did not, they were paying me cents on the dollar, but I didn't do it for that. I mean, the fact that I had at one point 70 people watching me today, that was it. The fact that I got $19, that's buying a pack of meat. And I can feed 6 people off a pack of meat at that assisted home. So I look at stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Again, it ain't never about the number because little stuff add up. Oh, blessings. Thank you, PDA 1291. Thank you. And you need to call me about what you email me about. I appreciate you. May it return 100-fold. I don't think that I know it all. I say that all the time. I don't think that, but I will share what I know. And I hope that you guys have a fabulous week. And I speak to your heart and I speak to your wins. May you see them and may they grow. And every win you see, it just feeds you and you flourish where there's more wins. And there's just this reciprocity of wins in your life so that you know that your spirit and your spirit team, they are guiding you effectively. May there always be peace and may it always be still in your life so that you're able to see and feel the internal, not the external, what's around you. I hope you guys have a phenomenal week. Please like, subscribe, share this video, comment. I try to respond to everybody. Thank you guys for the gifts. Even after the video has posted, you will send money. You would do I don't know what that's called. But I appreciate you guys and I love you guys. Have a phenomenal Sunday. I hope you got something. I hope you left here more knowledgeable because I love when we are know-it-alls, because that's what they say about me. She thinks she know it all. Not quite, but I'm trying to get there. So I love y'all. Happy Sunday. Have a great week. Change that water on y'all altar too. Take that plate off of there. It's been up there for 5 days. Bye now.